As you know, Team Hope is an international Christian development aid agency working mainly in Eastern Europe and Africa. And with the wonderful work we do, it couldn't happen without you, our volunteers. We also have a very important group of people who also make it happen in Eastern Europe and Africa. They are our partners. And today we have especially flown in from the land of Lesotho is Jill Kinsey, our partner there in Pulane.
Hello, Carol.
Jill, you're very welcome to Ireland.
Thank you.
I think it's your first time to Dublin?
It's my first time to Dublin indeed.
What kind of work do you do in Pulane?
We look after children. Orphan children are the biggest problem in Lesotho. Why do we have so many orphans? HIV/AIDS. We are the number 2 country in the world with HIV infection. I don't personally think the situation is improving, but there are a lot of children who lose their parents. Traditionally, the chief would look after the orphans, but he can no longer cope. So there is plenty of orphans and plenty of work to do.
Okay, and how do the orphans come to you? Do the police bring them or?
Via the police, via the clinic, via the chief, occasionally via the school, if a school teacher picks up a problem. I'd say mainly through the chief.
Okay.
Because he knows his people.
Okay, and do these children, what age are they?
Our youngest, I personally don't take in babies.
Okay.
I had a baby die on me, literally, in Mozambique. And it really bothered me a lot.
Yeah.
So the grannies look after them. If the baby is orphaned, the grannies take charge. And then when the baby is a year old, they can bring the baby to us and we take over from there. Obviously, we have a local team as well.
Yes.
I'm an old lady and I would not be doing all the work. But we have a very good local team and they are super.
Okay. How many children are in your centre?
At the moment, we've got 88 children.
88 children.
Yes.
My goodness
There's
me.
never a dull moment.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
It is indeed.
So how do you fund this, Jill? How do you,
In the past, we've had international organisations behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Harry's Charities funded. But now, in fact, we are dependent upon friends, relations, churches, local churches.
Okay, right.
And God is good.
Yes, indeed
Yeah,
he is.
indeed he is.
Yes. So these little children that come to you, I'm sure, you just must take them into your arms and just want to cuddle them. But I'm sure that, with their history, some of them, like the Semfiwe, they've had very traumatic backgrounds and troubled lives. How do you cope with that?
I think security is the number one, not even faith. We like them to make a commitment to Christ, yes. But I think the actual security that no drunken uncle is going to get them in the middle of the night is a big one. Because rape is too widespread within Lesotho. It's taken as a cure for HIV/AIDS. And some of the children raped are very small. And I do mean very small.
Yes.
But the security, the child
Just feels loved and cared
secure. I think, I don't sleep properly because I think drunken uncle's going to get me during the night. And suddenly I can sleep with my big sister and cuddle up and sleep soundly. And it the actual family itself. And you can say you can't have a family of 88 children because it sounds ridiculous because it's so big. But the whole culture is made up of villagers.
Okay.
And you're a member of a village. I'm a member of a village. And the whole village is like just one big family. So the big children look after the small children and they do it fairly, what's the word? Automatically. It's just a response,
It's a natural response.
It's a natural response.
Isn't that lovely?
It's
Yes.
lovely.
Yeah.
And then we get to shoeboxes.
I was going to ask you, when it comes to Christmas and birthdays, how do you cope?
Birthdays we don't do.
Yes.
Because as a general rule, because a lot of our children have no idea of birth dates. And in fact, some of the children don't even know the year they were born.
Okay.
So we take a guess at the year. So we don't do birthdays generally. But Christmas is a special time. And the children, an orphan child normally would go with the grandmother. if the grandmother's still alive. And then there's already other children within the family. And the orphan child becomes the lowest in the pecking order. So if there are gifts or sweets to be given, they're the ones that miss out. School shoes, they miss out. And suddenly they come into care, and suddenly there's a shoebox of their own. And their responses are very strange. Because yes, you can get the child that beams and is absolutely thrilled to bits and delighted. Look, I've got a shoebox. And the other child who thinks, oh, you're going to take a shoebox.
This is mine.
He very seriously looks at everybody else, and this is my shoebox. And he runs away and goes to his bedroom, and there he takes care of his shoebox. Yeah. But the shoeboxes, please, are just so special. I mean, for you to give an exercise book and pencils, it would seem very little. Yeah. But to a child going to school, it's essential. And it's just so, so special. They find a pair of gloves or some soap or toothpaste and a toothbrush, toys. Yeah. It's just, I can't what's the word, overstate how important it is. Yeah. It really is a joy, and it's a joy to see the child's response. Yes.
And I think it's important for our children to learn to give.
Yes.
But also for the children who receive the shoeboxes to know that they're loved and not forgotten. Yeah, we often say to people, you can put in a photograph into the shoebox, of you, your family. Yes. And because I've seen it myself wherever I go, the children, they just look at these photographs and they go, wow. And then sometimes you come back and you visit their homes or their orphanage, and they have the photograph stuck up on the wall, and they say, who is this? And this is the person who's sent me a shoebox, and they're like part of the family, really. It's so special.
I think some of the people giving shoeboxes probably don't realise quite what a gift they are giving. You wouldn't they think it's a low-cost gift to give. Mm-hmm. But it's a very personal gift, and it's a very special, caring gift.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And it means the world to the children who get
and them. And the person it's most important to is the child that has had nothing. I mean, we have runaway shepherds. They have no parents, nobody's found their parents, no grandparents. We don't know the ages of them. And suddenly somebody gives them a gift. And their face is an absolute delight, a picture. And I'd like to just thank everybody in Ireland who gives us shoeboxes. And please don't stop, because we need them and they are special. And thank you very much. In Lesotho we would say Kia liboa haholo, which means we thank you very, very much.
And in Ireland we'll say Gurmila Mahagat.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you very much, Jill.